Do you have a bunch of bananas rotting on your countertop? Did you go into the grocery store with good intentions, but really with no intention of following through on them? You promised yourself you were going to eat healthy, but you lied to yourself again, didn't you? But it's okay, because even though black bananas, they're terrible for snacking, they're actually perfect for baking since bananas sweeten as they ripen. So today on Bro Baking, I'm going to show you a basic banana bread recipe that is sure to impress your family and friends. So let's get to some Bro Baking. So this banana bread recipe requires really only a few dead simple ingredients, and the first is, of course, bananas. I've got 3 bananas here in a bowl, and they were in my freezer, so that's why they look terrible. But the first thing you're gonna have to do is mash these all together. So in this large bowl, what I've done is cream together 1/3 cup of soft butter and 1/2 cup of brown sugar. Keep in mind that all the ingredients are in the description below. Now, creaming is just a fancy term for smashing the crap out of the butter and the sugar until it comes together and is fluffy. So you would just mash it together with a spatula like so. Next, add the bananas to your butter and sugar mixture and stir it with a whisk until it's combined. It may not want to come together at first, but just keep whisking and eventually it will come together. All right, so now all I've done is added in 2 eggs to the bananas, sugar, and butter. I fully admit that I forgot to roll the camera before adding the eggs, so they're already in there. All I did was add 2 eggs and stirred them until they were combined. Whisk in a teaspoon of vanilla and a tablespoon of milk. And yes, I keep my milk in 1 tablespoon increments inside tiny Tupperware. Now you need to get your dry ingredients together. So all you have to do is take 2 cups of flour, 1 teaspoon of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of baking powder, and 1 teaspoon of salt, and mix it together in another bowl. Fold your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients until they're incorporated. Now, folding is very easy. We're just going to stir and bring the flour from the bottom over to the top when we can, and just take it slow so that the flour doesn't fly out of the bowl. Time to choose your mix-ins, and here's where you can get a little creative. Today, I'm gonna use chocolate chips because I'm lowest common denominator, but you can really use anything. You can use caramel chips, walnuts, blueberries, cranberries, raspberries, apricots, Saskatoons, top it with cinnamon and sugar, whatever you want really. So just toss in 1 cup of whatever you think would be good. Now our batter is all done and ready to go in a loaf pan. So if you have parchment like me, I have these handy parchment liners actually. Line it so you can take the loaf out nice and easily. If not, just grease it with some cooking spray and that will be fine. So we want to make sure that's nice and even, and we'll just smooth out the top after we put it all in. And once you've got that all smoothed out, it's time to bake. 325 degrees for 1 hour. So while our banana bread is baking away in the oven, I'd like to pressure you to visit my site, brobakingwinnipeg.com, where I publish new recipes every week that'll give you the glory and make you look like you know what you're doing. Also, while you're at it, you might as well check out the Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages as well. Links are in the description below. So I've just pulled my banana bread out of the oven and it's looking gorgeous, just like me. The way to tell if this is done is to stick in a toothpick, and if the toothpick comes out clean, the banana bread is done. If the toothpick has wet batter on it, put it back in the oven for a few minutes, but after an hour, this should be cooked as mine was. Transfer it to a wire rack to cool, and let it cool completely before you try to slice it. I can't stress this enough. If you try to slice a banana bread while it's hot, it'll just disintegrate and fall apart like my hopes and dreams. All right, so now that the banana bread is cool and I've made a few slices, I'm gonna have a taste, and no, I'm not gonna try it on camera because you don't wanna see me stuff my face on camera. So I'm just gonna snag a piece here. It's excellent. It's not too sweet or heavy. It's just a perfect snack or dessert. So all that's left to do now is to slap some slices in some Tupperware containers and share them around with whoever will be impressed with your newfound baking prowess. I'm actually gonna leave most of it here for Christine, who hasn't gotten upset that I've occupied her kitchen now for about 4 hours filming this episode. So that's all for me today. Be sure to visit the site again, brobakingwinnipeg.com, for a new easy to follow recipe every week. And be sure to subscribe to the YouTube channel as well if you haven't already. Be sure to come back for the next video when I make a cute Christmas classic. Until then, so long.